Hello everybody, this is Frogman and welcome back to Ultimate Alchemy. This is going to be episode 19. Last episode we got the ability to make some diamonds, which should be right there, craftable capability. And if you notice, I have a diamond block recipe in here because I spent a little bit of time after the last episode goofing around with a few things, to include making an item repairer, which an item repairer requires, empowered diamantian blocks, which are these guys right here, which we make, of course, with the empowerer, which required me to make a little bit of quicksilver, which quicksilver is nothing more than, I think it's just a little bit of mercury in a smeltery, which is running molten silver through a fractioning still. With no big deal as far as that part is concerned. What I was hoping that I could do with this thing was I was hoping I could run those rods through it to repair them, but apparently you can't do that. But I can use something normally would require me to do something like this. So that will repair various things that we need as the way we go. So it's okay for right now. I don't need any more good on that. But playing around after last episode, I came up with the realization that I did want to try to get unbreaking on my rods in here. So as you notice, they're completely 100% full and they're the complete normal ones. And thank you very much for the comment that reminded me that I can take two half broken ones and put them in an anvil. Just some days, whatever. I have plenty of the graphite, plenty of the stuff to make these, so I just went ahead and made two of them. I don't understand why there keeps being something in here, like it keeps just delivering something. Do we have way too much in there? The recipe is goofy. If you try to craft more than one, you end up with leftovers, because I think it's only using partial of the input of the lapis to do it, so it's kind of a wonky problem. But anyhow, yes, if you notice, we do have Unbreaking 3 on these, and the Unbreaking part was rather fun to get because it required me to do a couple of things. First off, it required me to automate the production of experience, or essence of knowledge, which we now have plenty of stuff. In essence of knowledge, basically you take a statue of the thinker, which we're currently crafting, and you melt him down in a magma crucible and then put it into a fluid transposer to be transposed into anything. So I went ahead and made a tome of knowledge and filled it full several times with experience so that I can use that to do other stuff. So if I go over to the other base over here, the other workshop, we had this set up last time, and I don't need these for this one. It's the other enchanter that I need this for. I created a bunch of, or I should say, I created one Unbreaking 1 book. So what I did was I take a book, and I don't think I still have a tool on me. Let me see. Is there still a pickaxe in here? Yes, there is. What I do is I take a book. So book. And I'd say I want an unbreaking thing. So we'll just say, take a book, you take your obsidian, put that back real quick. And of course we put that and that in here to get a book. And if I do this with the Tome of Knowledge, it now fills that thing up full of experience, which will allow it to then do the work. And for some odd reason, you're turned off. Why are you turned off? And we let it process. Okay, so now I have an Unbreaking book, which I should be able to pick that back up. And instead of just creating 3 of these, or excuse me, it's 2 times 2 times, it's like 6 or 7 of these, or 6 at least of those to get to Unbreaking 3. I came over here to my wonderful thing that I was talking about before, hoping that I could actually apply an enchant to those rods. Well, here's the fun part. I can apply a enchant to tools. So if I toss that down, I put the book down in front of it, and then I grab my wand and I tell it, make the book for me, or make the tool for me. We apply the enchant. Watch this carefully. It is now enchanted, and it didn't use the book. So now I have one Unbreaking 1 book. So if I grab this guy off of here, this is an Unbreaking iron pickaxe. We come down to this building over here, and the only reason why this took so long is because everything is so far apart. I grab another book, not bork, book, 1 book, and where did I put it? This guy. A lens of disenchanting, which a lens in disenchanting we can now make because of the empowered diamantian crystals. The lens of disenchanting, if you take it and you put it on the face of one of these, it's gonna maybe fire, whatever. I put this on the face of one of these atomic reconstructors. I toss the tool and a book and get out of the way. I get the tool back with no loss of durability and another book with the exact same enchant that I had before. So notice now I have the two. Well, then you go combine that in an anvil and you start over. Oop, I want that thing back. Actually, I think you can get it from the side, right? Can you get it from the side? Yes, I can. Okay, cool. So that's how we managed to get Unbreaking 3 on all of the rods and a few other things. So that was like, well, we'll just keep repeating that until I had everything I needed. So it worked out fairly quickly. It actually didn't take very long. The other thing that I did was we were going to spend some more time probably playing around up there eventually. And I know I was talking about possibly doing dungeon loot with this. I spent a good hour or so in the test world, and the thing that I was hoping that would drop never did. So, okay, it's just one of those. So if you notice the other thing too, I have enchanted soil under these two guys here because enchanted soil makes a whole lot more mana per cycle than it normally would regularly. And how you get enchanted soil is with an overgrowth seed. This dude right here, which is a either dungeon drop or you craft it in a carpenter. You get 8 of them with an upgrade experience assembler. So back to that same old process again. Now we're starting to look at, Steve's cards or some of this silliness because we have to get some of this eventually anyway. An efficiency 5 book. An efficiency 5 book is fairly simple, easy to do. And like I said, as far as I remember, there is no enchanter. What is it from Ender.io? I mean, we do have parts of Ender.io, but I don't believe the enchanter is part of the process. I think the only thing we get is the anvil. Otherwise, I'm going at this the complete hard backwards way. I don't see it. Yeah, it's not here. As far as I remember, it's not here. But anyhow, this little process required me to do a whole lot of that back and forth with efficiency 1, because efficiency 1 is redstone. So this time I just went and made a bunch of these books because they were pretty easy, pretty cheap, and we had at that point I did this. And then I went ahead and stacked that until I had efficiency 5 doing the same process here. Why are my... Hey, you guys shouldn't be off. Whatever. That's weird. We're not out of mana. No, okay, whatever. And then we went ahead and did the whole mess of overgrowth, crafting all of the automations that it takes to get a blank upgrade, which is advanced PCBs, which is simple PCBs. Not a big deal. We have a refined storage. The reinforced metal was a royal pain, of course, because it takes stabilized metal, and stabilized metal requires a raw hardener. Raw hardener is a lot of diamonds. There was a lot of diamonds went into that. I ran out of power so many times trying to craft that thing. I went and even built one of these stinking things. And this is a this is a goofy thing. This is a mana flux field from Botania. If we have, let me see, we have a little bit of room in the storage down here. Mana flux fields are a good mana void. So if you have a process where you're creating more mana than you can use and you have no place for it, instead of using a mana trash can or a mana void, use one of these guys. So I grabbed a couple of these because, like I said, I was running out of power. I can take a couple of the best spreaders that I have. So I put one here, one here, one here with the velocity lenses that I currently have available. So that just makes more things. And then we do this. Now you go, okay, well, that's not really all that much. It's 1600 RF a tick. The more things the more mana bursts, or the more amount of mana you can pump into one of these things, the more mana, or I should say, the more RF it'll make. So 3 of them right there, that was making me 1600 RF a tick. That was helping me catch up because of the amount of power it takes to make diamonds. So we're not going to be using these guys much longer, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this. I was just going to show you guys that cool little thing. It's something else in another mod pack that I used. I forget exactly. We used it until the mod author decided to disable it because it was so overpowered. But yeah, it's one of those, if you do have an excess amount of mana, you can use it up to make power, especially in this pack. So what we're going to have to look at now is more power. For certain, more power if we're going to continue to use this thing here to make diamonds. Now, there are other options. There are other options, and the other options are readily available. Those other options are let's see, heavy machinery, excavator, minerals, tick, 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 cassiterite, coal, veins will have diamond ore and emerald ore. And if you look at it, they're a 1 point, almost 2% diamond ore, 2% emerald ore. If we scroll back here and we look at the excavator, it's expensive to run for one. It should say somewhere in the neighborhood that will slowly dig up ores that can last for 72 days of a consecutive digging. That's 72 days of in-game time, or around 100,000 ores. 2% of that is going to be diamonds and emeralds. So I might just set one of those up as well. But the thing I'm looking at more so today is the fact that over all of these goofy little things, and yes, I spent quite a bit of time, or at least, wandering around, I've got a lot of oil. I mean, it's just a lot of oil. Everywhere I look, I mean, almost every other one of these, once we get over here, there's some oil, there's some oil, there's some iron, there's some oil, there's some oil, there's some oil. I have an oil patch right here that's probably got, I don't know, more oil than I'll ever be able to use up as far as power is concerned. I think we're going to spend some time doing power today, and I think we're going to do it with the immersive engineering system, at least to pick it up, and then we're going to use thermal to make, what do we got? It's refined fuel, I think is what this is called. We're going to end up making a bunch of refined fuel, because refined fuel, again, in a dynamo, one bucket is going to make 1.5 million RF, depending on how quickly we can do this. So those other guys down there, they're doing about 400 RF a tick right now, and I could do a little bit more with that if I can get the next level of upgrades. So I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and get the fun part of this going. Get me out of here, please. Oil processing, pump jack. I'm going to need probably a couple of these running, so that's going to be rather expensive. They take about 1,000 RF a tick to run, but once we get these set up, we can definitely pile a bunch of those dynamos together. So we need a bunch of steel scaffolding, a bunch of treated wood fence, fluid pipe, red and stone engineering block, light stone engineering. Okay, so steel. Do we have enough to make one of those? That's probably more than plenty. I want to get a few of these built. Look, I already had a bunch of them. Dummy. Way to go. We need, what did they say? How many blocks? 2? 2 blocks of steel. 1, 2. And then engineering. I need to go ahead and just have you craft 10 of those for now, and you craft 10 of those for now, even though I don't need that much. Scaffolding. Go ahead and craft 10 of those now, which should be about 12. And I need the fence, which I have 2, so treated wood fence. Treated wood, I'm a little low on treated wood. And treated wood fence. Thank you. Way too much, but that's fine. No big deal. So light engineering blocks, we got 10. Heavy engineering blocks, we're getting our, I think we only need 2 or 3, right? 2, so that's fine anyway. Heavy. And the sheet metal, scaffolding. And is that everything? Fluid pipe, redstone engineering block. Fluid pipe. Fluid pipe. Fluid pipe. Redstone engineering block. Thank you. All right, so we're going to need a tank, which I have a couple of these. And do I have any black dye at this point? Craft 2, please. Start. Wonderful. And that's going to be the first part. Now, did I bother to make fractioning stills a thing? I did. We have one currently, so let's go ahead and have it craft. Let me see. Oil. I think it's 2 we need. Crude oil is 1 into 1, which makes naphtha, which is then converted into the refined fuel. And then we need to be able to make the, what is this? Reflux column. Reflux column is not impossible to make. Yes, it is, because I can't make those. So we're going to have to run a little bit Well, yeah, cruddy on that for a little while. So, okay, no problem. We'll just have it make one more. Should have everything to make there. Go ahead, and then it can work on that. So let's go pick. Oh, and I probably need a point, don't I? Got flux point. Oh yeah, that's right. This is F3G. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I want to. I don't know what I just did. That's oil right here. Is 8,000. Do we have one that's reasonably close? That's not. That's got a little more in it than that. 2 and 8. How much pain in the butt is that going to be to try to get it built right there? It's going to end up being in the way, isn't it? Whatever. Let's just pick one of these. I actually should probably grab a few building blocks. Give me some of this junk here. Thank you. Stack of cobblestone. All right. Let's just go grab one of these guys that are over here kind of out of the way so that I don't have to worry about it. So you have 5,000 buckets. Can I find one that's at least got 8 in it for right now? There, that's a good one right there. So let's go ahead and build us a little bitty platform to put this guy down on. I think I need it to be just a little bit bigger than that. Cool. And you know what I do? Did I make one of those projectors? I think I made a projector. Where is my thing? I'm pretty sure I made a projector. Yes, I did. Excellent. Cool. Okay, so that should be on the pump jack. That should be over here. And give me my book back. Thank you. Good. All right. Can you sit about right there? And I don't care what direction you're facing. Perfect. I did it again. Did it again. Where is it? Where did you go? Go over there. Thank you. All right, so engineering blocks, and we get this guy built up. Scaffolding. Done, 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 done. Pipe. Treated wood fence, and one of the heavy engineering blocks. Light engineering block. I think I'm done with this. I'm done with that. There's 2 of these. I think that's going to go right there if I remember. Then this. Then more fence. And I think it should be 1, 2. Scratch my nose. This. Did it? No. That. And this and that. Yes, I believe. And then we need 2 more fences. So 2 fence. Fence, 2 fence. And come on, get back on top of the thing. There you go. All right, and then our hammer that I left over here. Wonderful. All right, where is that thing? 1 hammer, please. And create. Bang. All right, nice. Now I'm just going to put you over here out of my inventory for the minute. You're going to need some power, so we'll go ahead and just put that right there, and it's going to start pumping. If I take an ender tank here, and I want to make sure I set both of these guys up prior to placing them next to where that's going to be. So we're going to say black, black, black. Put you right there. That'll fill up full of oil. Slowly. So we're going to end up running several of these once we get these things going. But 1 is going to be more than enough for quite a while. With the amount of RF that these will make, the dynamos will make, let's see, F3G, we don't need this. We should be pretty good to go as far as things go. So I need those fractioning stills. 1, 2, and 2 more tanks. I have 1. Do you have any yellow dye? Do. Cool. Tank. Give me that one right there. That'll be okay. We'll just mark you down as this. and we're going to do you, and then you should go away. Thank you. There's nothing in yellow. Oh, crap. Damn it. That's not what I wanted. Ah, black. Make another one of those start. Go. You're supposed to be that color. I need another tank. Let's go ahead and waste this one. That right there. Put this away before you lose it. All right, yellow, right there. I did it again, didn't I? Boy, I am so good today. Wake up, man. Okay, put the other tank down first. That one. There you go. There. Okay, now I got a spare in case I need it. That's fine. I'm going to put him right there so I know where he's at. So we have oil, and we have the refined fuel output that we're going to need. So, break these guys. Really need to look at getting a drill now that I have the ability to make those empowered diamonds. Okay, so the fractioning stills. We should have the 2 fractioning stills. What is in this one? Something's in it. Just power? Just power. Okay, cool. So, we're going to get that done, and we need to do... Let's just see if we can't build this down here. While I'm at it, do me a favor. I think these are kind of a pain in the butt to make. So, compression dynamos are just 10. Ah, okay. No, those aren't hard to make at all. Good deal. Alrighty, so we're going to build this along this line back here since I have the, again, room to do it. So, I think I can just get it to work underneath here. So if I do that and I tell you no, and then I do this and I tell you no, actually, no, we're going to need those to get rid of the excess, aren't we? Down, always active, down, always active. So we're going to end up with a side configuration. Input here, I want to get rid of that out that direction and this that direction. And then you, that one's got, oh, this is my good one. Uh-oh. Well, we're going to end up doing that anyway, so no big deal. You're going to input there, you're going to put out whatever you're going to get here, and then you're going to exhaust it that direction. I want to auto input on, and I don't think I can do that part. So we're going to say that this is the black, white, black, or white, black, black. So you go over there, which is fine for right now, and you are going to fill up as soon as I put you down, aren't you? Fudge. That's not what I need. We're gonna move you over one. So let's put the basic down, then the hardened, because we're gonna go ahead and put a hardened one on this one anyway. So you're gonna be extract always active, and then we're going to need one of those. What am I doing? I have my thing. Let's go ahead and do this. We should have some transfer. I do have a few fluid transfer nodes. Wonderful. So I should be able to break you real quick. We're going to put that tank down there. Actually, it might just automatically do this too. I haven't had much luck with them doing it. Of course not. Why would you do that? Now you'll work. Okay, so that's going to do this, and then press this over to this, which is going to take the naphtha and then make refined fuel, which I want to place in that ender tank right there once it gets enough made. Sweet. All right, so we're going to go ahead and make a couple of upgrades for those guys, at least the amount of upgrades that I can make currently. So Upgrade, I need 2 of these, start, go, 1 of those, start, go, and some augments. So I need that augment right there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, done. And what do we have? Let's see, upgrades. Did you guys get them made? You did. Excellent. Good. Awesome, awesome. So we're going to go put this down on this. Again, burning power to make power. 1. You should. Yeah, okay. Those aren't going to work, are they? We're going to have to export out the other side of here. These are all out green. Yeah, shoot. Cool. All right. So let's make some dynamos. Compression dynamos. Compression dynamos are these. So that's going to be this. No, that one right there. This one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for right now. And we need a couple of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for that. And then the compression dynamo is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need a plug, which I can just go get. I have a plug. Excellent. Cool. All right. So then the other problem we're going to need is we're going to need the water. So we need another ender tank at this point. We need some lapis, which I should not have wiped that water out. Huh? That's funny. Way to go. Water. Excellent. Thank you. And some fluid ducts. Fluid pipes, fluid somethings. I wonder. I need 1 more of those, don't I? Crap. Can I make 1 more? Is that possible? Yes. Excellent. Good. And you guys go in there. Thank you. Hey, give me them back. Thank you. I don't need you to convert them to the next one. All right. I think actually if I use a compass, is it a compass? Do I have any compasses? No, I don't. Let's make a compass. I think it's a compass. If I use a compass on these guys. Hey, how did you miss? I run off that so many times. If I use a compass, so we're going to build this right here. We're just going to stick him off in the corner. Matter of fact, if I can get this to do something like, actually I need a little bit of room. So we're going to do this and that. Let's move it over 1. We're going to put it right there. So there. Look at me, please. All right, nice. That. This, and this. For right nowsies, this is what we're going to do. Because I'm probably going to make 12 of these things. Depending on how quickly they eat the fuel, I'm probably going to be making 12 of these things. So here's a silly thing. If I use the fluid laser relays, and I do this, actually, I'm going to have to do this. Let's see if we can make this look decent. So that, and that, plus this. That's everybody? That's everybody. So if I stick an ender tank down with the fuel in it, actually, let's just move him out of the way. I don't need him in the middle of the walkway. We'll put him right here. So a fluid thingy, this, and this. And if I use a compass on this, it should say only out. Only into, out of. So into, into to get everybody else. Yeah. Where's my wrench? Did I not bring the damn wrench? Wrench. Laser wrench. Thank you. So if I do that and that, then you're going to push to that and you should put some fuel in it. Correct? And if I do this to there, you see, excellent. Ah, love it. I may have to rearrange those so they look better. But there we go. And these are going to make 100, or excuse me, refined. This is going to make 1.5 million RF a tick per bucket of fuel. So all we need to do is ramp up the production of the fuel and put some more stuff in these as far as the upgrades for this stuff. Then we're good. Then we'll be good to go. So that's awesome. And just for the note, while I was over here, I did notice that you get actually more RF generated per block of redstone than you do per 9 redstone dust. So I went and switched them over to blocks of redstone. But as you can see, they're capped out and we're out of power because we told that thing we need to be able to make some stuff. So awesome, cool. That's where I wanted to be. I'm going to go ahead and make a whole bunch of upgrades for these guys. So depending on how much fun it is to continuously try to keep this full of refined fuel at this point, is whether or not we're going to continue down this line. But I have so much oil. I mean, tons of oil. Tons and tons of oil. Let's go see how much it's managed to use at this point. It's still full. So we could definitely crank this process up and away to go. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these tar balls. These guys right here. This is a fuel. I'm going to take those tar balls and we're going to make a bunch of steam dynamos and we're just going to run them through the steam dynamos. So I will have to fix the collection part of that later on, but I guess for right now, that is what I wanted. I've got oil pumping on over there and we've got refined fuel being turned into power over in this general area. So that is cool. And yes, we can definitely make a whole lot more of those once we get some more of the fuel. So I guess, guys, I am going to go ahead and take a picture of that because why not? And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.